So we're talking about Obama and the influence of the United States. There's been historically a lot of resentment. Do you think that is on its way to become yet larger, or is there some chance that this might, with Obama and a new approach, new way of thinking, a more sensitive person, as you described, to have some of that appeased and bring, in some ways, the world more together to walk towards a peaceful existence?
I think that there are some major problems that people all around the world are facing in terms of global warming, scarcity of water, degradation of the environment. And many people around the world would like to look to the United States to take a role of leadership to try to solve these problems. But I think that instead people are seeing that the United States is still pouring its money into weapons spending, into military spending, and I don't see any reason why people in other parts of the world who are living in desperate poverty and destitution would see a solution in a country that would prefer to buy weapons systems and feed fat cats who are in charge of these weapons systems rather than feed a hungry world.
Right. And back to Creative Voices for Nonviolence. You've been doing this for quite some time now, and how do you feel that people are responding to that call, to the voice, to that search?
Well, I think that a gathering like the one we've seen here this weekend, where 170 people from the Midwest of the United States are just as pleased as can be to gather together to celebrate, if you will, not with a sense of overwhelming self-righteousness, but just with a sense of the goodness of life, that they are doing what they want to do, aligning their lives with their beliefs. This is to me, a wonderful sign. And I do see this. I'm fortunate in being able to meander around to various parts of the country. People invite me to come and talk with their communities. And I see the formation of many communities that are really trying to live sustainably, to practice the works of mercy rather than the works of war. We can't be naive about what we've done to our planet, about the crises that we're facing environmentally, and about the appalling lack of knowledge, a lack of a knowledge base about what we're doing in other parts of the world and what we might need to do to reform our lives here.
Now, you folks also put words into action. So following in the long, beautiful historical tradition of Mahatma Gandhi and Martin Luther King and many others, you and many people who are calling for the same issues also have done nonviolent demonstrations and been arrested, correct?
Oh, yeah, surely. I think that most of the people at this gathering could probably tell one story or another about having been in a county jail or spending longer time in a federal prison. I think that the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's advice to us given in the Beyond Vietnam speech is so very, very relevant today. And we call people to go beyond a neighborliness that extends to family, kin, tribe, nation state, and to really try to see in our adversaries humanity and goodness, and to try to see ourselves as our adversaries might see us. And I think that's very, very good advice for our time.
That's great. It's a wonderful way to wrap it up. Thanks, Kathy.
Thank you.
Love you. Thanks.
Love you.
All right.
I hope your travel will be just great.